What's up everybody and welcome to the first episode of Gamers Weekly, where we go over the most exciting gaming news of the week. The show will mainly focus on PC gaming, although I will include some mobile and console gaming stuff from time to time if there's something really interesting. Gamers Weekly will cover everything from rumors to game releases, from indie games to AAA titles, and starting next week it will be regularly uploaded on Fridays. Don't worry, I'll still be doing game reviews as well, but I want to start expanding the type of content I put out, so please bear with me as I test out some different ideas in video formats. With all that said, welcome to Gamers Weekly. We're kicking things off with some exciting Diablo 3 news. Blizzard has finally announced the pricing and release date for the Rise of the Necromancer DLC. It's priced at $15 USD and will be releasing on June 27th. Rise of the Necromancer marks the first paid content Blizzard has put out for Diablo 3 since Reaper of Souls over 3 years ago. The DLC will give you access to the brand new Necromancer class, a pet, cosmetic wings, banner customizations, a portrait frame, a pennant, 2 extra character slots, and 2 stash tabs. Of course, it's not Diablo 3 without some epic loot, and the Necromancer class will be getting 5 class sets along with a ton of new legendaries. For players who don't want to purchase the pack or just aren't that interested in the Necromancer class, Blizzard is also releasing a major content patch with new zones and a challenge rift mode. Season 11 of Diablo begins on July 20th, so you'll have about a month to get yourself acquainted with the new class before things get competitive again. If you've been feeling that demon slaying itch, now might be a great time to return. Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion Stormblood was released earlier this week, and it wasn't without its issues. It was plagued with connection problems and server overload from the beginning of the early access period, and many thought it was just another one of those launches where developers didn't anticipate the demand for their game. However, Square Enix has confirmed that the North American servers have been experiencing these issues due to ongoing DDoS attacks. As of right now, it seems that the issues have largely been resolved, and I personally haven't had any issues with the game other than the occasional login queue. I started playing Final Fantasy XIV a few months ago and I've been having an absolute blast. The new Stormblood expansion features a complete revamp of all the classes, 2 new playable jobs, new areas to explore, and much more. Although it's still a bit early for full reviews for the expansion, from what I've seen and what I've heard, Stormblood has been extremely well received. If you're looking for a new MMO to play, you should definitely check out Final Fantasy XIV. PlayerUnknown's Battleground has been one of, if not the most, popular PC game since it entered into early access a few months ago. For those of you who don't know, PlayerUnknown Battleground is a battle royale game similar to H1Z1 where players are deployed into a large open area map where you scavenge, craft, and battle other players to be the last man standing. The devs announced they've sold over 4 million copies, which is absolutely insane for a game that technically hasn't even been officially released yet. Aside from consistently topping the Steam sales charts, it's also one of the most streamed games on Twitch. Earlier this month, it was announced at E3 that the game will also be coming to the Xbox One platform sometime next year, which will only serve to strengthen its sales. The developers have a lot more in store for the game, including dynamic animations like vaulting and climbing over structures, and a zombie mode that'll be coming much later. Summer is finally here, and one of the biggest PC gaming sales of the year is here. And yes, I'm talking about the Steam Summer Sale. There are steep discounts on thousands of games, and with the changes Steam made to the sale a few years back, you no longer have to wait for the flash sales or daily deals. Whatever the price is right now will be the lowest price for the duration of the sale. So if you see something you like, you can grab it right now. I'll just quickly list some of my personal highlights of the sale, and I'll be uploading a video on some of the best deals of the sale later this week. Hollow Knight, Nier Automata, and The Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition are my top 3 picks. All 3 of them are fantastic games, and all of them are currently at their historic low prices. Hollow Knight is a fantastic Metroidvania which I reviewed a few weeks ago, and I'll link the video in the description below. Nier Automata is in contention for Game of the Year in my opinion, and it's a fantastic twist on an action RPG genre. And lastly, I can't recommend The Witcher 3 enough. It's one of my all-time favorite games, and at 25 USD or 35 Canadian, it's an absolute steal. The Steam Summer Sale will run until July 5th. Thank you guys for tuning in for the first episode of Gamers Weekly. If you have something you think I should cover in next week's episode, leave it in the comments down below or follow me on Twitter and tweet me there. I'll have all the usual links below along with some of the sources used for this week. As always, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.